Hi, this is Doug Smith from American Online Learning Centers, AmericanOLC.com. And if you are starting to use our programs for sentencing offenders for various offenses, I'm going to walk you through the process really quickly. It's a really simple process to use our sentencing sheet, which you can see here. We have a couple variations of that based on the courts, but this is our general sentencing sheet with the programs that we currently offer on AmericanOLC.com. So what you would do is print this out and give this to the offender at the time of their sentencing, and you would choose whichever program or programs that you want them to take on our online video system. You just check that off for them, and as you can see the various choices there. I'll scroll down on page 2. It tells the offender how they can access the programs, and they just simply go to AmericanOLC.com, and at that point it'll give them the opportunity to register. Pretty straightforward registration system, and they type in their name and their information. What's important for you to do as the probation officer or court representative is to make sure that you put your name and contact information along with your court official name on the sentencing sheet for the offender to use, because this is the reference point that the offender is going to use when they get on the computer and they try to find the correct court or agency that assigned them to take the program. So make sure you get the information correct here. What most courts do is copy this information once they write it all out for the offender. They make themselves a copy or take a picture with their smartphone, and that way they have a record for themselves to keep on file with the offender's information. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna go to AmericanOLC.com. As you can see up here, I just type that into the web browser and hit enter. I already created a registration page, so I'm already registered, and I signed in as well. Up here, the upper right hand corner, you can sign in and sign out, and you can do that as many times as you'd like for a year. For 1 year after each program begins, the offender or yourself as a court representative, you can sign in and sign out as many times as you'd like. So they don't have to complete the program in one sitting. They can go through a couple modules and log off, maybe come back in a day or two and log back in, complete another couple modules until they're fully completed with 100% of the course. So to give you just a brief example, I'm going to upload the Understanding Substance Abuse and Addiction for Adults. This program is geared towards adults. It's a 6-hour program, give or take, and this goes through a handful of different modules for the different types of substances, including alcohol, the different drugs that are out there that can be abused, so marijuana included. And just to give you kind of an example of how to do this, once they're in the substance abuse module system, you just click watch the lesson, and simply I'm just going to show you what that looks like once they start to look at the video. So it'll take a second to load. So we're dealing with quite a bit of data, which, by the way, can be viewed on any smartphone or device. So that's a handy little tool. And this is the format that we use for our videos. You'll see the video over here with the speakers, all professionals, mainly doctors in this module, and psychologists as well. And then down here you have an ongoing question and answer format from people who have already used the program, offenders who have gone through the program and had some questions, and then some answers that our team answers, as well as the doctors. They can see this and answer in real time or whenever they're available. And over here you'll see it's kind of like a PowerPoint presentation that goes along with the video, which you'll be able to see on the smartphone as well. I'm right now using a laptop computer, so you can see in a full screen setting, but you can also see this in a smartphone or tablet setting as well. Down here, it's pretty straightforward. You have the video, and then you have little points throughout the video where it'll stop and it'll ask the viewer various questions. And the viewer has to get at least 75% of the questions right to move on to the next module. So this is a module here from module 2 to 3. It'll ask you a handful of questions, about 10 questions or so, 5 to 10 questions. And then if you get 75% right, you get to move on to module 3 to 4. And then it'll ask you questions again, so on, so forth. So that's just to give you some idea of what our system looks like. Once the offender completes all the modules that you assign to the program, then you will be, as the court representative, you will be emailed a certificate of completion for that offender. And the offender will also be emailed, and also on the screen it'll pop up so they can print it out, a certificate of completion that they can bring back to you for proof, or they can email it to you for proof that they completed the programs. And as always, we are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime you need support from us, you are welcome to reach out to me, dsmith@thenewstandardmarketing.com, for any questions. If you'd like a free access code to check out any of our programs or all of our programs, happy to provide that for you. Feel free to just shoot me an email, and I'll make sure that you get what you need. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you need anything.